Hey everybody, we came on a little bit early, but welcome to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier after show. Episode 2 came out this morning. Still Friday. I completely forget that we're on the same day still. But we have a great panel again. Our usuals are here. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, everyone. This is Tati Ziolani. I am back.
Hi.
It's Malik. You already know him already. He's been around the block. This is not his first rodeo. He's the superstar of the group. We're just one tier under.
No.
But let's go into it. What did you guys think of this episode?
I'll start with you, Tati.
With me? Oh, okay. I thought it was an interesting episode. We started off slow. I was waiting for some action. I didn't expect it, to be like this. I'm blanking out on the name of the group that they're fighting.
Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers. Okay, yeah, them. So I was shocked to see, that I guess the main one that they first fought, that we saw in the beginning in the first episode was a girl. And that was like a plot twist. Like, I didn't think that she would be so powerful or that any of them would be so powerful, and to the point where neither Sam nor Bucky could actually, take them.
Malik?
There's a lot from this episode that happened. There's a lot to get into. Mm-hmm. I'm starting off by saying I absolutely hate John Walker. John Walker, the U.S. agent, the new Captain America. Gosh, I know he was bad in the comics, but the fact that they kept him bad now, he's just so cringeworthy. Oh gosh! And then his version of Bucky, which is I'm blanking on the name. Something Soldier.
Battlestar.
Battlestar. There it goes. Battlestar. Oh gosh, they're really bad. But what I will say is, I do like that every single one of the Flag Smashers have the super serum. I think that's an interesting point. One thing about this show makes me want to go back and read through the Captain America comics, because that's entirely what this entire show is about. Is Captain America comics, which I'm a little diverse in, but I'm not well diverse in.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's the thing too. We've already know who's going to be the main bad, which is Power Broker, because we've already mentioned that Power Broker's Men is coming.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Isaiah Bradley, who was the Black Captain America during World War II, and we've seen now John Walker is Captain America now. So what's going to be interesting is to see. We've already know they've tried to replicate the super serum. Banner it didn't work for him, and he turns into the Hulk. But it's interesting to see that it did work on some people. And that's the one thing I'm kind of curious about, and I want to learn the backstory of that. Like, how did the super serum work for some and not others? And was it taken from, like, the ones that it did succeed? Did they take it from their body and transmit it into other people's? That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I want to know, like, the Flag Smashers. I'm intrigued by them. I want to know more about them. Was it just the ones? Because it's giving me like almost like the New Mutants kind of vibe. Like, were they all tested on, and these are just the ones that survived? So they formed this. I don't want to say brotherhood and make it sound almost sexist, but they sort of formed this bond between everyone, because they say what, one blood, one. It was
one blood, one people.
Yeah, blood, one people. So it's almost like this cult type of thing. But was it strictly because they were the ones that survived, or they not only survived, but they also are fighting the same? I mean, of course, they're fighting the same cause, but were they people? Did they all know each other? Were they all a unit before they started, or like before they got the super serum? I'm intrigued by that, and also Isaiah Bradley making a guest appearance, I thought was pretty interesting. Especially the fact that they had potentially through the comics 4 different Captain America all in one episode. Because I don't know, Bucky becomes Captain America at one point. Sam, of course. Then John Walker and Isaiah Bradley. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I kind of nerded out myself personally. But I loved. Can we talk about the therapy session with Sam and James? I was like in bed late last night, just laughing my head off. It was hilarious to me.
Oh, it's funny though when he has this. Yeah, you're a little too close right there. And it's just looking. They're just staring at each other like, dude, come on. It was such a good session though to see, and something that was different, and I like that. I like the way the story is going. I like the way this is building, and the one thing I do like is that, just to go back to the Flag Smashers, they got a message, an unknown message saying you have my stuff. So I think the Flag Smashers stole something from Baron Zemo or from Power Broker, and that's how they got the super serum. I'm thinking that's gonna be what it is. I don't know. I really don't know, but
potentially, I still want to know what Isaiah was more so hinting at, because I know like when they were talking, when Sam and Bucky were talking about it afterwards, I know Sam clarified, not Sam, but I know Bucky clarified what he was talking about. I do also like the tidbit of them hinting towards Wakanda earlier with Wolf. But if you don't know, it kind of went over your head.
Yeah.
That I thought that was kind of interesting. They don't really hold back. And one thing I really like about this show is they use the comedy to kind of cut through deeper scenes, the more gut-wrenching scenes that they have between the characters. I love the comedic breaks in the show.
Yeah, especially when every time you see John Walker around, you just want to like, oh, you're not Captain America. Stop acting like if you are.
I thought I was the only one that couldn't stand him. Yeah, when I first saw it in the last first episode, when I saw his face, I was already annoyed. I was like, no, bring back Steve Rogers.
You saw his face and you thought it was the guy from Up.
It's so weird. I don't like
Carl Fredricksen. You thought it was Carl Fredricksen as a young man. Yeah, I know. Can't believe that he's Kurt Russell's son. Oh boy, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting. I like the way they're going. I like the plot twists in it, because there's a lot of things going on and it makes sense.
I wonder, if I don't know, since I'm still not a Marvel, I don't have that knowledge. I'm caught up. I can say I'm obsessed with like Marvel now. I'm actually a fan now. But
you see the movies?
Yeah, I caught up. I caught up. I did my homework.
But missed the real homework, but you did your homework.
Yeah. I caught up, man, but I was, the fact that, Bucky mentioned, I wonder if this new group, is part of like Hydra, the way that he mentioned it. Bucky mentioned that, being part of one of those groups, or who their actual like leader might be.
Hydra, though, they've had so many different, like, I don't want to say storylines, but they were developed for so many years. They went through several different leaders, and then, I mean, you survived through essentially the First World War, the Second World War, and then all these other secret wars that went on for so long. I'm interested to see where exactly this new Hydra is in this version of the MCU.
Yeah.
Especially because they've pulled different characters from so many different, like, I don't want to say different MCUs, but they pulled so many different Captain Marvels in this one show. I want to know where they're headed with this, because they have so many ways and avenues they can go, and I'm really excited for the next 4 episodes. But it kind of sucks that it's only 4, because you can really tell that this show was fully developed as opposed to the other show.
And that's why I say I'm okay with it being 6 episodes because of the way they're doing it. They're longer episodes, they're more fleshed out. So I'm okay with that compared to that other show that started off. That's why I'm saying, like, I really do think, and you could see that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first series. And you could tell just by the writing, how tight it is, the way it's being shot. It's just really, it's a different show altogether, and it's working. And I think it's bringing in a lot of people. Last night, they had put out our friends at Nuke the Fridge put up a poll, and they already, right when the episode was over, it was 97% that it was they really liked the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in WandaVision, you didn't get, it was almost like a 50-50. It was very close to that mid-level type of thing. So I think Marvel did something right with this one, which makes me look and feel a little more hopeful for Loki.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's they're doing something and they're working on something really good, and I can hardly wait to see what's. It's making me want to watch the next episode every week.
That's how I feel.
And there's a part of me that wishes we could just binge watch the whole series, but then but then these episodes won't be that long.
Yeah, it kind of defeats like the whole purpose. You know, it's like Wanda. Yeah, it was good, but you know, we kind of went back to the whole thing that it wasn't told well. But I like how this one's going as well. But I'm kind of, you know, Marvel. I ended up finding out like in 2018 that they end the movie and then it's like you have like a little clip at the end. I was actually looking for that, you know, in this one, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I didn't see anything.
It's coming.
I think so, because I think with like, now that we know that Baron Zemo is going to be in the next episode, I think you're going to start getting them after 3 through 6. You're going to start getting those because there's going to be little hints to what's going to happen next.
For somebody that grew up a Marvel fan, show, movie, you have to stay to the very last credit, no matter what. Even if you don't get anything, you just don't want to be that person that missed something, especially when like you used to go to the movies and watch. Because if you miss that little thing, you miss the end conversation at school or at work or whatever, like whoever you would talk about it with. If you didn't stay to the end, you missed the best part because that was the sneak peek. That was everything. That was what you went to the movie for, besides the actual movie.
Yep.
But I mean, there's 2 of them in WandaVision. Surprisingly enough, like I thought they were going to be a little bit more, but they only gave us 2 of them. So I believe that they're definitely going to give us a little more on this one, especially towards like the last 3 episodes. I think they're going to have some.
Yeah, I agree. But we got to cut today's episode short because I got to go. We got another engagement after this. But what are your grades? What are your ratings for this episode? Let's start with Tatis. What do you give this episode?
I would say an A. I liked it. It was a pretty good episode.
Malik?
We're going letters or numbers? I
go letters to this week.
Okay. I give it an A, a solid A. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. It was an A. It really gave a lot. It pulled you in. It was intriguing. It makes you want to learn more about Isaiah Bradley, even though they haven't said his last name, but we already know it's Isaiah Bradley. and I want to learn more about what's going on in this world. So I'm giving it an A as well. But to end the show, please give everybody your socials. Let them know where they could find you.
You can find me everywhere at Tatis Yolani.
You can find me here at Malik on Ox. I might be changing it soon. I got to figure out what I can change it to. But as of right now, it's my handle on all social media platforms, on LinkedIn and on Facebook. You can find me at Malik Patterson. Just real simple. Where can they find you, Mike?
You can find me everywhere. No, just kidding. You can find me at MUSE TV. Find me at MUSE Sandoval on Instagram and all over the socials under Mike Sandoval. You can find me. Hopefully one day you'll be able to find me at a bar again, having some tater tots and a good beer. What?
With the Long Island iced tea.
That too, but that's why that goes in with that. That wasn't supposed to be for this show. That's so This Week in Pro Wrestling show for that one.
Jump the gun.
But hey, we're getting close to that. We're getting closer. We're going to be able to be in a studio again, and we'll be able to shoot this inside a studio, and we don't have to be doing different boxes, and we could all be in one set. So we're looking forward to that so much. But hey,
boxes.
Exactly. It's getting a little too much now, and we want to be everybody in one set. So it's going to be great. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe. We got some new stuff coming up. We have a new show every Thursday, This Week in Pro Wrestling, with me and Jeffrey Harris. And we'll all be back next week for episode 3. We will be posting the link for episode 3 next week, so stay tuned. And yeah, we'll see you next time here on MUSE TV.
Bye.
Bye.